Righty-ho, good evening. Hello to you all. I was going to wait until Saturday, I know, before doing an inspirational live, but why not? Let's do one. Let's do it, shall we? And as you know, I'm in a different setting this time now, because there's improved internet connectivity in my what you call little studio room here. It's my little studio room, and even though it's my bedroom, but it's a studio room, as I like to call it sometimes. There's better internet connectivity, as I've now noticed, and as is to be informed. Oh, sorry. Did I? Good evening, Sapper. Hello. Good evening, Blacksmith. Good evening, Modern Hall. And Josh. Hello to Josh. Helen. Not without a hug. Not without a hug. Always a hug. Always a hug hello to you, Helen. Always a hug hello to you. Oh dear, what? Buffering? We recently got a booster for internet connection. Recently got a booster for internet connection to improve connectivity. But what? Buffering? Sorry, wait a moment. Always a hug hello to you, Helen. Always, always. Ah, and it's Martin. Hello, silly old dog Martin. Hello. I keep freezing. Oh, no. I didn't know. We got improved internet connectivity for the booster, but I keep freezing despite it. Oh, oh dear. He was talking about internet connectivity, Martin. Things are working. I'm able to stream. I'm able to stream, but just how on earth could I have been freezing if I've got good connection? That is so unusual. Very, very unusual. Extremely unusual, if anything. Refreshed server. If I disconnect the booster, Martin, that if I disconnect the booster, that will just mess up the internet where I am. It will just it would drastically lower it. Oh, you and the banter. A new tab and type in speed test. Okay. Right, just gonna open a new tab now. You can't hear me. You can't hear me. Okay. No, I am connected to the original that we've got, Martin. I'm connected to the original. That's just a booster, and it was to help to But the booster here is to help improve connectivity. That's all. You can hear me okay, that's good. Oh, thank you for telling me. It was just Josh could not hear me, unusually. It's virgin. What we've got, Josh, is virgin. To tell you of things, virgin. Here even, okay. And I had an unusual notification from StreamYard when I was about to go live. It said, in 27,448 days, StreamYard will lose access to your YouTube account. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Very unusual notification. Very, very unusual, if anything. Highly unusual. You get that too? Ignore it. Yes, I've ignored it. Yeah. Unusual notification I got, but yeah. Stupid notifications comes one's way, doesn't it? If above and beyond anything. You know. The speed test is still loading, Sapper. The speed test is still loading at the moment. It's still loading. I look like a pixel. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Martin is quite funny, isn't he? Yeah, and in fact, he's very funny at times, isn't he? Oh, funny, funny Martin. Oh, funny, funny Martin. And hello to Lovell of London. Hello to you. Oh, okay. No, not to worry, not to worry. Whatever it is you need to get on with, do get on with what appropriate work at hand. And hi to Joy. Hello to you. Hello. No, we've got the booster. We've got the booster for the internet connectivity booster to improve connection in my in this room to do things and to use the internet without cuts and all that. But and it initially it's been an improvement, the booster, but I just don't get how it could be a problem. Thank you. Hello to Betty. Hello to Betty. Hello. Nice to see you on here. Hello to Steve as well. Scrap the booster. We can't get rid of the booster. We've been provided it. Need to change the server if it's still not loaded. I've only got one internet connection. I'm connected onto one internet, and that's the internet connection we got at home. But the booster, it just speeds up connection as it's expected to. Oh, I've got it. Oh, unusual. Booster isn't enough for this. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hang on a moment. We'll be right back. Is this better now? Is this better now? Liam Neeson. He's an actor. Liam Neeson is an actor who's still very much about. Fenstrel. Oh, gosh. I do. Hello to McMeow. Hello to you always. Hello to you indeed. Hello. Oh, thank you, Martin. Thank you. Now, normally it would have been better. Things are much better. Oh, thank you, Betty. Thank you for telling me so. Thank you. I honestly could have thought there would be a real improvement with the booster for the internet connection. I honestly thought the booster would improve things drastically. I really could have thought so. I really could. Because it's normally worked without trouble. It's normally worked without trouble, if above and beyond anything. But unusually, I got reports saying I was buffering, that I had buffering. This is better. Oh, thank you, Helen. Thank you. Okay, much better, much better. It's better. I've resumed. The world is so sad. I totally agree with you. Yes, I totally agree. Thank you, Helen, Shapper, Martin, and Betty. Thank you for informing me that the connectivity is better. Thank you. Thank you. As Shapper had reported, McMeow, there's better connectivity. Yes. Now, Shapper has made a fantastic song in recent times. The song he did in recent times is a perfect, timely reminder of our reminding of the importance of Remembrance Day. Because, as we know, post Bonfire Night, Guy Fawkes Night, which just happened yesterday on the 5th of November, in less than a week's time, 11th November is one of our most important days of the calendar. It's known as Remembrance Day, remembering our soldiers who had died while fighting for our freedom in all wars. And memorial services are held everywhere on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Many of the veterans we're talking about are World War I and World War II veterans. Sadly, all of our World War I veterans have unfortunately died. But there are very, very few World War II veterans remaining right now in our current timing of today. But we've got veterans from all wars, the Korean Wars, the Vietnam Wars, the Afghanistan Wars, you name many. I'm going to share something right now, and here is something I'm referring to, which is an important, timely reminder of the importance of representing Remembrance Day. So just going to get it up now. Okay. Okay. Right, gonna share it now. Okay.
In fields of Flanders and beyond, where shadows of the brave stand long, they fought with valor, heart and soul, a sacrifice to make us whole. Through blood and tears, we'll not forget the echoes of the last sunset, with memories that hold the mind. The price of freedom intertwined. From trenches deep to deserts wide, across the seas where comrades died, they faced the fire, they bore the pain. For a world in peace, their hope remains. The trauma lingers, scars remain. A silent battle, endless strain. Yet through the night, we hear their call to honor those who gave their all. So let us raise our voices high for those who soar beyond the sky. In gratitude and names we sing, eternal heroes on angels' wing. Smiles only hides the stress, the eyes show inside the mess. Thank a veteran for what you have today. We will remember them.
What a tribute. I mean, a brilliant, brilliant tribute. Sapper done a fitting tribute. His talent, fantastic. He is fantastic. I totally agree. I mean, what a very good, fitting tribute representing the importance of Remembrance Day. Very well done to Sapper. Well done indeed. Well done. I normally use just the computer for the YouTube. I normally use just the computer. Hello to Heather. Hello. Sapper did the tribute, just to say, not me. But well done, Sapper. The tribute Sapper did, Heather, is a timely reminder of reminding us of the importance of Remembrance Day, held annually on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, as we all know. And it's vitally important. This day is never, never forgotten in our calendar books. Thank you, Sapper. Thank you for your friendliness to Heather. Thank you. Your grandfather died in 1941 in the Merchant Navy. We have researched it and found it. It was from a U-boat attack. Your brother was on the Queen Mary last week. From New York to UK, he paid tribute. Well done to your brother, Martin. Well done to your brother. I know. It's very emotionally touching, visibly, in every way. Joy to tell oneself of things. Thank you, Heather. Thank you for your friendliness towards Sapper. Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised, Maureen. I wouldn't be terribly surprised. Your late father fought in World War II. You know for a fact that he was haunted by his experience. It did too much mental scarring. It did far too much mental scarring. Both World War I and World War II. It did just too much, not only haunting, but it did too much mental scarring to far too many young people. Far too many young people were just forced into war with so much mental scarring in their mentality. Awful. Very, very awful. A lot of PTSD. Too much PTSD. We had too much PTSD for a generation post-war. Far too much of it. And now we've got too much other things going on, which doesn't help. But, no, it's not a good time. Not a good time. I'm serious on that. We were actually showing something quite important, actually, here. Just so you know, we were talking about the importance of Remembrance Day, so that wasn't necessary. So that was my brother. When we were talking about something clearly very, very important here, and a very, very important date that must never vitally be forgotten. Never, vitally, never in a lifetime should Remembrance Day be forgotten. We have a street named after our family in Essex to do with the First World War. Oh, gosh. I totally agree with Meow. It's a lovely video. Your grandfather fought in World War II to keep your family out of internment camps and to gain his citizenship. Well done to what he did. Well done for what your late grandfather did and all that he did when he served in the war when he was fighting for freedom. You're too right on that, Heather. Not only does it touch so many lives, but it does too much mentally scarring to not only so many, but far too many, if anything, you know. I totally agree with you, Martin. Sapper really does strike the right tone. Grandfather served in Burma. He was one on 83 to return out of over 100. Very well said. Very well said. I totally agree, Sapper. Oh, really? Well, gosh, well done to what your grandfather did in Burma. Well done for what he did, and well done for what your late grandfather did when he contributed all his efforts and served in the Second World War. Marcia, hello to Mr. and Mrs. Toms, Master Wookie, Lady Lily, and Little Girl Sky. Hello to all 5 of you. I totally agree with the 5 of you. What Sapper did was a wonderful tribute and a very vitally important, timely reminder of reminding the vital importance of Remembrance Day too. It has that epitomized distinction, this song he did. Pleasure, Helen, pleasure. No, it's important that Sapper did this as a timely reminder for the importance of Remembrance Day, if above and beyond anything. Sapper, what you did, this song here, Sapper, what you did represented the epitomized distinction of all the trouble that all war veterans went through, be it World War I, World War II, or any war that's happened in the history on our history books. And above and beyond anything, what this video really represented, this song video of yours recently, represented the vital, timely importance of the vitally serious importance of Remembrance Day, held annually on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. So well done. Well done for promoting this vital importance. Very, very well done. Hi, Christine. Hello. Don't worry. Don't worry. Even though we were talking about something very important here, don't worry about being late. There's the replay for it. It was off to a woeful start because of connectivity issues, but after about 10-15 minutes, things got better. Respect to all our veterans who served for our country whilst fighting for our freedom, following our attackers in all wars. Respect to our veterans, and it should never, never in a lifetime die out, Samantha, but hello all the same. Oh, thank you, McMeow and Sapper, for your friendliness towards Samantha and Christine, respectively. Thank you. What Sapper did, important. I totally agree. It's a very important, amazing job that he did. Said hello to you. Hello, always, Marcia. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Toms, Master Wookie, Lady Lily, and Little Girl Sky. Hello. Thank you, Sapper, for your friendliness towards Mr. and Mrs. Toms and their cats and dog. Thank you. Thank you, Sapper, always. I know, Betty, yes, you've said before, and much respect to you and your dearly loved husband and your family for those who served in the military. So well done and much respect to all of you. Huge respect. And huge respect to Sapper too for all that you did when you served in the British Armed Forces, when you served in the army from 1985 to 1997. A good 12 years in the British Armed Forces for all that he did when he served in it. So well done. Much respect always, Sapper. Very well done. And with deep respect always, if above and beyond anything. I think, well, let's just see. Good evening to you, Bexy. Good evening. Good evening to you. Traumatized by the things you've gone through in your life. Can't imagine what it's like going through. I too cannot imagine what it's like to go through a war like that. I, for one, am much like you. Couldn't imagine. There are things that have traumatized me even too, Maureen, to tell you on things. I've been traumatized by many things, if anything. I've certainly been traumatized by painful bullying in my lifetime, which can traumatize anybody. All these collective efforts from our grandparents warm your heart. They made up, yes, they completely did, and that's why we have so much to thank for them. That's why we've got so much to thank, and huge respect always towards our veterans, Martin, really, and that's the vitally important note I had to share. Trying to locate a photo of great uncle, died on 1st of July 1916, Battle of Somme. Want to put his portrait on drum. I hope you find it, Johnny. I hope you find it. I too appreciate what Serpent has done too, Maureen. I appreciate too. Hi, Matt. Hi, Matt. We're talking about something important here. Vitally important. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. Your father served in the army in Korea, and your brother was in the Navy. Oh, respect to your late father and your brother, Christine. Respect to them both for all that they did when they served in the army and Navy, respectively. Much respect to them both. I know, Snapper, I know. No government gives a toss about one's important military service. Disgustingly, no government gives a complete toss about about what one did when they served in the military or their military service, and for all that they did when they contributed such huge efforts when they served in the military. Hardly any government gives a toss about one's vitally important military service. It's disgustingly vulgar. Well, it's disgustingly bad and cruelly horrific in every way, to certainly point it out. I mean, society has taken a complete dip for the worse in not just recent times, but the last 10, 15 years or so, as one could have seen. No, they just don't give an absolute blatant toss. They don't even give a sensitive toss, and they don't even value, no, they don't even let alone value one's military service, our governments. Rife corruption is something that deeply exposes rife corruption, given what you were sharing, Sapper, to share something. Hello to you, Atlas. Hello to you. I wondered if there's the same no, unlikely. Society, it's got to the point where it's got rife corruption, Martin. Society, nothing but rife corruption. And if anything, I've never liked to share this, but having seen just too much of it now in recent times, having seen just too much of it, I never like to think this, but since seeing a lot of it, we are steadily walking into a new era of dystopia, to share something of it, which goes to deeply expose rife corruption and politics not working in any way or any shape or form. Talking about the importance of Remembrance Day, Matt, the importance of Remembrance Day. Good evening to you, Bill. Good evening. It won't just men and wars, women. I know, not just men and women. I thank all men and women for all that they did when they served in the for those all men and women for all that they did when they served, their contributed efforts in the military. Sapper is painfully right on what he shared, painfully right. Your father was in the Navy and also on the Royal Yacht. Well done to what your father did when he served in the Armed Forces, Blacksmith. Very well done. Hello to Diane. Hello to you. What Sapper did was a fantastic video, and all his contributed efforts he did when he served in the military. I mean, and yet he gets a lack of valued support for it from any governments at all, which is the disgusting thing. But what I would say, Rexy, I have huge respect for Sapper for all that he did when he served in the military. And there's Graham too, he's ex-military. Trevor, he's ex-military. He did it at the cost of going down with PTSD. And Hutch, he's ex-military as well. And Steve and Betty Gregson, they're from a military family. So respect to all of them. And all of you whose parents or family have served in the military. Respect to those whose family members have served in the military. Huge, huge, huge respects. It is very important. You'll be in Weymouth Seafront with a band this year, as with every year. I must say there is always a phenomenal amount of people gathered for the remembrance service and parade. Well shared, very well shared, and well done, Matt, for what you do on the Day of Remembrance, when it comes to Remembrance Day annually. Well done for all that you do. Well done. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you for your friendliness. You loved my bus trip through Brighton, brought back memories of your gap year. Yes, because you went to Brighton, England on your gap year. Yes, I remember you sharing. Yes, completely. Pudsey Bear is now non-binary. What? Oh, Pudsey Bear has been very important for the fundraising purposes. Pudsey Bear has been completely important for fundraising, for vital things and all that. Completely vitally important, if above and beyond anything. It's BBC. The BBC.
I need to put this down first.
Oh gosh. No, respect to Sapper for what he did when he served in the military. Huge respect to Sapper. Complete respect to Sapper. The BBC has gone downhill in recent times. It's gone completely downhill. It's gone completely downhill. The BBC, Samantha. They used to show good things. They hardly show anything good anymore now. They hardly show anything good anymore, the BBC now. Downhill. Sorry, BBC, but if you go woke, you go broke. That's that. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for your respect to those who had served in the military. You're off to see the cause on the 8th. Oh, good luck with it. Good luck with it, Samantha. Good luck with it. I'm apparently so. Let me check out my live streaming schedule, my upcoming one. Let me check a minute. Let me check the schedule. Okay. Right. How to check the schedule now. Yes. I am, yes, to tell you one things. Hello to Jody. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
I won.
Jody. Nice to see you. Good luck with what you're seeing, Samantha. Oh, Sapper, thank you for your kindness and kind endearment towards Jody. Thank you, Helen. Thank you for your friendliness towards Jody. Thank you. No, you're completely right, Diane. You're completely right on that. The BBC employs not only dodgy people, they employ woke people, if above and beyond anything. They employ completely woke people. Woke agenda. And that much more could be shared on that. Woke. Yeah. I'm going to see what I do, Vicky. Leave you what could we have done to left you breathless, Sapper? I completely agree, Athers. The BBC have completely no respect for the armed forces. Disgusting. You refuse to pay the TV license. Go broke, go. It's go woke, go broke. You accidentally got it wrong. But if you go woke, you go broke. Well, Shad, I know you meant to say woke, but you accidentally spelled it wrong. But yes, if you go woke, you go broke. Oh no, it used to be good, but now it's nothing but dreadful. It's now completely dreadful. They don't care for the British people. They are completely, yes, completely woke. Yes, yeah. I wouldn't sign up for a BBC license, if anything, no. If anything, I think Disney Plus is better. YouTube and Disney Plus, if above and beyond anything. If above and beyond anything, Disney Plus and YouTube, I think, are better than shit BBC, if above and beyond anything, excuse the language. The usual business in the kitchen. Usual noisiness from the brothers or the sisters sometimes. Or the games, or the rowdiness when it comes to football and all that. Oh, Steve, in light of what Betty here, your wonderful, dearly loved wife Betty has shared here, huge respect, my greatest huge respect and gratitude for all that you did when you served 19 plus years, 2nd Battalion Light Infantry in the Armed Forces. Well done, and much respect for all that you did when you served in the Armed Forces, for all the time that you contributed when you served in the Armed Forces. Well done, and much respect always, Steve. Much respect always. And screw the lack of support towards our veterans and those who served in the Armed Forces. Thank you, Athos. Thank you for your friendliness towards Jodie. Thank you. Thank you. Hello to you, Dormery. Yes, Pudsey Bear is a boy. I completely agree with you, Dormery. Pudsey Bear is a boy. The television stations, the things they show now, is nothing but a shit show. It's nothing but a complete shit show what the television shows now. Used to be very, very good back in the day. I can even still well remember when television was very good back in the day. Now it's so awful and gone so woke, they deserve, if anything, to go broke. If you go woke, you go broke. Good decision we made, Marcia. Most television stations now, they hardly show anything good now. It's gone completely down the hill, television shows. They don't revive the good comedies. They don't show anything that could be useful for not only people, but children, let alone. They just show shit stuff now. Complete shit stuff, in my opinion, that is. But good choice you do that, you know. Poppies are red, totally. Hello to you, Graham. Hello to you. And Graham, much respect to you for all that you did when you served in the armed forces. Well done. Well done. Disney is amazing completely. Not only is it amazing for Marvel, it's amazing for Star Wars. It's amazing for Star Wars as well. You get a lot of the fantastic Star Wars stuff on Disney Plus. There's one Disney Plus show I would hugely recommend, Rexy. I would highly recommend Star Wars The Bad Batch. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I would recommend it big time. I would recommend it big time. It's too bad it wasn't around when I was a little boy, Star Wars The Bad Batch. But Star Wars The Clone Wars, however, it was around when I was a little boy. But too bad that The Bad Batch wasn't. Oh, there you are. Watched Prince William's documentary on Disney Plus, very good. Thank you for sharing your review of it. Christine, thank you for sharing your review. Thank you, Graham. Thank you for your friendliness towards all, and always yours and Fiona's innate friendliness and kindness towards others, which we need much more of in this day and age. Thank you, Graham. And what we need more of is yourself, Fiona, Trevor, or YouTubers like them who bring people together around the world. Thank you, Graham. Thank you for your friendliness as usual. Thank you, Sapper, Jodie, and Samantha for your friendliness towards Graham. Thank you. Oh, no, don't worry. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. Hello to you, Janet. Not without a hug. Not without a big hug, Janet. Huggies to you. Oh. Hello always, Janet. Hello, always. Yes, I've just seen you. Hello to you, Outer Limits. Hello. I always support veterans, and for the freedom that they fought for, I completely support veterans, hugely, big time. It's a pleasure, Betty and Steve. Respect always. Much respect always. Yes, safe Pudsey. Not today, Rexy. No, I'm not going to do guests today. But in the Saturday Live special, yes, I'm going to invite guests on, but not on this one because I scheduled it rather quickly. And because of what Sapper shared, I really wanted to use this live stream to share the opportunity, the importance of Remembrance Day upcoming, and support towards our veterans, and exposing, if anything, not fully, but really to expose, not to the point where it could get me into serious trouble, but exposing wokeism in several television stations that are seen far too much on a rife scale in this day and age. To share the point. Yes, no, don't go, Outer Limits. You're fine. We like you very, very much. Oh, Sapper, thank you for your friendliness towards Stormady. Thank you. No, Martin, what did you do? You didn't do anything wrong. You're okay. Martin, you're okay. Don't worry. You've seen the bad. What's your thoughts on the Bad Batch, Lexi? What's your thoughts on the Bad Batch? The Bad Batch, in my opinion, it gets a 5 out of 5. It's perfection. It's completely perfection, in my opinion, the Bad Batch. But please share your thoughts on the Bad Batch. Only watch Netflix on the telly, on YouTube all day. The other television stations, the other television stuff, shit. It's gone to shit, in my opinion, if above and beyond anything. Please don't worry, Martin. Don't worry. You're okay. You're okay. No worries. Thank you, Bookmeow. Thank you for your friendliness towards Adam's aunt. Thank you. I have, yes. That's Richard Ayoade in between, as I have seen it. Yes, very, very funny sitcom. Very, very funny. It was my brother actually who showed it to me, to tell you all things. It was my brother who originally found out about it, and then he showed it to me, and we both watched it together one evening. It was a few years ago now, but I have seen In-Betweeners, yes. Very, very funny. Very, very funny slapstick comedy sitcom. In-Betweeners. Very, very funny. Yes, Martin's fine. Oh, what do you feel bad about? Well done, Rexy. Well done for your respect on Remembrance Day. Thank you. Oh, no, that's right. No, but yes, I have seen In-Betweeners. No, that's IT Crowd. That's a very funny slapstick comedy. But In-Betweeners, no, it's not quite the slapstick comedy IT Crowd has. In-Betweeners, good. It's fantastic. Very funny, brilliant. It was my brother who watched it. He's actually seen both, in fact. It was both of us who've sometimes watched it together. In-Betweeners, we've both actually seen it. Nothing, in my opinion, Rexy, can beat the Bad Batch. Nothing, completely nothing could beat the latest, one of the more recent Star Wars, one of the most recent Star Wars franchise installments, the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch. Star Wars, the Bad Batch. Nothing could beat how brilliant it is. Oh, come on, Sapper. No. Come along now. Come on, please be nice to Martin. I know you're joking, but please be nice. Don't make him feel any worse than he's already feeling. He was worried he did something wrong, but we're assuring him he did nothing wrong. There's too much of it now. There's too much of it out of them. There's far too much. Oh no. Comedy's gone down here. It's taken a tumble, comedy. It's really taken a tumble. IT Crowd is hilariously funny. It's brilliant. It's truly brilliant. Yes, I agree, Matt. Wokeism has gone completely mad. There are so many gold comedies on TV that wouldn't be allowed to be. Oh, no. Oh, no. I completely. No, you're totally right. You're totally right, Matt. Completely right. Too true. Far too true, if above and beyond anything. Much too true. Much too true. What Matt shared, wokeism has gone nothing but stark raving mad. To go further, Harry Enfield would be banned now. Wokeism has just taken a tumble. Wokeism on the television stations have taken a complete toll, and comedy's gone tumble. Not at all good. Not good. Things really have gotten worse in the comedy section. And we need to save our comedy out no matter what the hefty cost. Oh, there you are. Well, we love you too, Martin. Oh, Marcia, thank you for the hugs to Martin. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Thank you for your friendliness. Thank you. Thank you. No, he is too much a part of my community, Samantha. I totally agree. Okay, whatever it is you need to do, Martin, I hope you get through it okay. Hope you get through it okay. I know, yeah. I totally agree, Christine. Today's comedy shows are just dumb. Nothing but dumb. Completely dumb. Doesn't help with Julian Clary or Lily Savage. Didn't find either funny. Sounds like it's worth the watch. Martin, I'll be finished at 8 o'clock. I'll be finished at around about 8 o'clock. Or I might go on a little bit after at 8 o'clock, but I'm good. But I'm only going to do about 1 hour to tell you all things. But hopefully we'll see you towards the very tail end of this live stream. Hopefully we'll see you towards the tail end. But yes. Talking about today's comedy shows, it just goes to show that wokeism has really taken a toll on comedy. It goes to show that. And what's been very, very important in this very live stream, sharing the importance of Remembrance Day. Complete importance of Remembrance Day. Like I don't mind people being themselves, gay, lesbian, etc. However, what I hate is when that gets shoved in front of people who just want to be straight and then get, I know, it's completely bad. It's completely bad when it happens. Rodney, you bloke! Only fools and horses, that is. Why do only fools and horses? Nothing could beat a comedy like that. Harriet owes me £20. Well, I owe Harriet £20. What the? Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I owe Harriet £20. Oh, shit. I'll talk to Harriet. Jodie, I'll talk to Harriet. Okay. Bob Monkhouse live. He was fantastic. You saw Bob Monkhouse live? Well done. Can I tell you something, Betty? Can I tell you something regarding that? Politics. We used to believe that politics many, many years ago had a purpose to serve for the people and their citizens and help improve our lives and all that and make them better. Like it or not, Betty, politics, it's no longer the answer anymore. It's no longer the answer to serve for their constituents or the people or their citizens inhabiting the home country, particularly here. Politics is no longer the answer to help improve the lives of our citizens and our people, and it's no longer the answer to help improve things for the country and living standards and things. Politics, it's just no longer the answer now. It's nothing but a shit show and a complete Muppet show. It's a shambolic, shameful Muppet show. Today's politics and Parliament, if above and beyond anything, Betty. So seeing what you shared, it highlights what my point is on current politics and the state of it today. So very well shared point, Betty. Very well shared point. Ugh. It would make me too. Same. Oh, fuck. Are we getting into betting money? I didn't think this life was going to end up with betting money and things. I didn't think that. Hardly any, I don't, if anything, Marcia, hardly anybody can believe the toll wokeism has taken in recent times. The toll that wokeism takes on top comedy, it just plunges it in the tumbling side, you know, if anything, you know, and all that. I need to look up Bob Monkhouse, but yeah, I can see you're recommending him well. But Dave Allen and George Carlin, I have heard of the two of them actually. Dave Allen and George Carlin, yes, I'm familiar of them, but Bob Monkhouse, it doesn't quite familiarize me at the moment. But I'll look up Bob Monkhouse for sure. You know. Hi, Gertrude. Hello to you. Not without a hug. I wouldn't say hello without giving you a hug. Not without a nice long hug. And hello to the cats as well. Hello to the cats. Not just Ronnie Barker, Samantha, Ronnie Corbett too. Ronnie Corbett as well. Fantastic comedians. Fantastic comedians. Brilliant. And made up a fake author as to not take away from Ronnie. Oh, Dave Allen was fantastic. Dave Allen last year was fantastic. And George Carlin. Not only that, as Dave Allen, George Carlin, other good comedians include Mel Brooks, Dick Van Dyke, Carl Reiner, the late extraordinary Carl Reiner, who unfortunately is no longer with us now. Carl Reiner. Oh, so many. Oh, Christopher Plummer, fantastic, accomplished actor, Christopher Plummer. Ed Asner, another example, Ed Asner. Fantastic comedians who are not with us now, or some still with us, but many who have sadly gone, in a time when comedy is on a diminishingly tumbling scope and all that. But you've shared a fantastic highlighted example, Marcial, of good comedians. You know. Hi, Carla. You've come nearly to the tail end. Tommy Cooper, brilliant. Oh, no. And that's a real shameful thing in this day and age, if anything, Marcia. A total shameful thing. And a very sad thing in this day and age that they don't make comedians like them like they used. They don't make comedians like, say, Dave Allen or Tommy Cooper like they used to. Or let alone Carl Reiner or Christopher Plummer or Ed Asner and all that. Or Sid Caesar, another example, Sid Caesar, fantastic comedian, fantastic accomplished comic comedian. And he's not with us now, unfortunately, but fantastic examples of good comedians in a time when comedy is on a diminishingly tumbling scope and all that. Oh, Carla, thank you for your friendliness towards Sapper. Thank you. Thank you. Hugs always, Carla, hugs always. And a lot of hugs to your little girl Pops. Hugs to the little girls, Chloe and Pops. Hugs to Chloe and Pops always. Hugs to Chloe and Pops always. Oh. Well, like you shared with me before, Carla, you can never get enough of giving your Pops hugs and cuddles. A small thing as she is, like you said before, like you said, as small as she is, you can never get enough of the hugs and cuddles you give her and all that. But correct me in case I'm wrong. Oh, you know, but I imagine she'd probably be, oh, that's enough hugs, Mom, that's enough hugs. You think you get too much of it because I'm small. I'm not trying to say anything discriminatory, but just saying, I'm not trying to say anything rude. I was just a concluded point I made. Yes, Sapper is brilliant. Politicians should not get a wage in your... Yeah, no. Not only are they grifters, they're rife in corruption. And if anything, it's got to the point now where politicians are not the answer for improving things for their citizens in the country or making lives better. It's no longer the answer to rely on politics. to improve things for not only our nation, but for the citizens and residents of their constituents and the entirety of the country. It's, you know, I mean, it's no longer the answer now, politics representing the people. It's no longer the answer to improve things for the country and their residents and citizens. It's no longer the answer now, Diane, like it or not. If anything, it's got to the point now where politics is so rife in corruption, it just doesn't serve for the people anymore. It's a complete Muppet show, rife in corruption, and a shit show that just doesn't serve for the challenges or rise up to the challenges that their countries face and all that. To tell you all things regarding politics, so woke, so rife in corruption now. Just it doesn't work anymore. Politics, I've lost faith in politics, particularly in my home country. It doesn't work. It's no longer the answer to serve for their constituents or their citizens. You get a thumbs down, politics. Thumbs down. You don't improve lives. You just focus on rife corruption, money making, and if anything, putting on a shit show for all of us. That's my stance on politics. It's no longer the answer now to rely on politics to make lives better or improve one's lives or the country, Carla. It's no longer the answer because of how rife in corruption it is in. Shockingly disgusting how it could get to the point like this, how it could just get to this point. Shockingly disgusting and very, very bad. Not only bad, but it's painfully sinister in every way. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if we're in a dystopian future in the next 15, 20 years because of lack of political commitment or underinvestment for certain things and all that. I never like to think this, but seeing where it's got to the point of now, I don't have hope for politics. I really don't. My trust in politics is diminished deeply. It's diminished deeply, if anything, now. Oh, I'm happy lending your pops is a little treasure. Oh, cuddles and hugs to her always. I mean, probably much to her discomfort. A hug and cuddle to her always. Poppy is pocket-sized. Yes, you've said before, lovingly. You've said this lovingly many times. You've said this lovingly many times. No, I'm not running for PM. I'm not going to run for PM or president. I think even if I was, politics wouldn't work. It wouldn't work if I ran for PM or president, Carla. It wouldn't work. Election fatigue. Yes, it's been a huge, huge thing, the election. And I can't believe who's won. I can hardly believe who's won. What a turnout for the US election. What a turnout. Even though this talk was namely not about politics, it was namely about representing the importance of Remembrance Day and expose, not fully, but partially exposing wokeism on today's television because of the disallowance of, or lack of allowance for comedies and things, of certain comedies, which are timely classics, only for it to be, in some cases, either no longer allowed or blocked by the BBC or television stations. Woke, woke, woke. So long as we're in good health, that's the main thing. Unfortunately, everybody, I'm going to wrap things up. But sorry about the politics rant, because I think not only it's obviously not going to be just me who would share opinions fairly similar or in a comparable manner, but but because of but seeing what it's got to, I had to share my take on today's politics, even though I'm not a political channel. But when it got mentioned, but seeing what it's got to now, I've lost faith in all politics now. I've completely lost faith in it now. Seeing the point it's got to, I've lost faith in it. But really, I was sharing the importance of Remembrance Day and things, and exposing partially wokeism on today's television stations for their lack of allowance to certain comedies and things, which I would hit back greatly on. Pleasure, Carla. Thank you. Thank you. All cake is good on birthdays. You're totally right, Marcia. You're totally right. Totally right on that indeed. Hugs to you, Gertrude. I would never say goodbye without giving you a nice long hug. Thank you, Jodie. Thank you. Thank you. Right, it's time to finish things off. Thanks, everybody, all indeed, for watching. And suddenly, as it was planned and scheduled, yes, I know, sorry if it was done a little too suddenly, but I thought I'd just do it anyway. Because of Sappa's song, I thought, right, this is a good opportunity to do an inspirational live stream representing the importance of Remembrance Day. But when it came to the comedy talk, exposing partially wokeism on today's television networks, and share the take on that. Pleasure, Adam's aunt. Herman, we're just finishing, but good evening to you. Good evening to you. Ta-ta for now, Helen. Ta-ta for now. Pleasure, McMeow. Oh, hello to your daughter, McMeow. Yeah, boobs. Okay, now, thanks everybody all indeed for watching, and I shall certainly see you in the very next live stream. And thank you, Jodie, for your support always. Goodbye, and may your good wishes be bringing you great expectations of happiness, and may good happiness be heading your way, because happiness is what makes all the difference to an accompaniment to a good, comfortable life. Ta-ta all. Goodbye, Betty and Christine and Marie. Goodbye all. That's all for now, folks. Until next time. A Looney Tunes perspective. Oh, gosh, you're still going. Goodbye all.